Well, good evening, folks. Um, kind of waiting for a few people to come in. A second. I need to move Discord over here. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what Nikki has to say. Paste. Let's see if that was it. Yeah, Oscar Whiskey Extra. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's see if I pull it up here. Does it pop up over there? Yep. Nope, y'all didn't see that. Just simply because, yeah, you didn't see it. Um, pull up a new tab. Do it that way. Go here. Go here. Whoops. Wrong thing. In my channel. See. Go here. Go here. Click this. I think that's got it. Got everything up I need to see anyway. Or at least I hope. I don't know anymore. 24 years of marriage will do that to you, folks. Guys, I'm telling you, after about 20 years, you start to lose your mind. Okay? And it's not going crazy, it's the little things. You forget little things. It's because all of a sudden, well, actually, it starts about year five and it only progressively gets worse because you have the peripheral brain standing next to you constantly. She's always there every time you're home. You look up, she's right there. And she is the greatest thing that ever happens to you guys. Believe me, it's when you get to 24 years, that's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work. The uh, the thing is that yeah, it could have been better in certain regards. I could have made a lot more money. I mean, but I didn't have the training, didn't have the education. It is what it is. Okay. Um, Micro has a great thing on it that he he talks about, he deals with, and he discusses. So yeah, it's one of those things. But on top of that, did invite a couple of friends of mine to kind of jump in and say happy anniversary. If they're watching, great. I see how many people I got watching this. Let's see, none right now. As far as I can tell. Uh, let's see, what is that number? Analytics. Let's see. Um, yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, kind of, sorta. Yeah, nobody's there. Oh well. But as you can tell, I got a two screen setup now. Don't ask. I'm still getting adjusted to it to be able to look over one side and then come back to the camera and remember the camera's here. I spend a lot of time staring at myself on the screen, so yeah, it is what it is. Now, that's the reason why my eyes are not locked up here. They're locked right down there. But we do what we do. Um, well, like I said, I've invited a couple of friends. Some that I've met and made throughout the years that I talk to on Discord occasionally, rarely. But they're still friends. They're people that I would ask their opinion on anything, any day of the week. A Marvel girl, Nikki Daly. Those are two people that I value their opinion. Purple Lavender Lady, if you're watching this, miss you, girl. Um, Worried about you. I haven't heard anything in 11 months, so I don't know anything. Um, I guess I could talk to Orange, but yeah, it is what it is. We miss you. Um, Nikki, I talk to a little bit more frequently. She's another great person that I would go to for an opinion. I literally would. We don't agree politically, but that's the great thing about having friends like that you don't agree with politically is that you need to go to these people. You can't stay in an echo chamber. You need to go to these. You need to have these people in your lives because they do make you think. They do make you concentrate and listen and focus. You know, because a lot of things that are said politically may or may not transpire. Okay, we all know this. That's the reason why last night's stream, if anybody saw it, yeah, great, whatever. Um, but today, yeah, guys, I'm not the greatest at giving relationship advice, but I tell everybody two things: marry your best friend, okay, and remember, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, guys, and I can only approach this from a guy's side. I can only approach this from a man's viewpoint and a man's point of view. My advice is not for any of the ladies out there. Okay, guys, we marry for one reason. Okay, but then you got to figure out when that one reason goes away. Okay, are you married to somebody who's going to clean your clock, or are you married to somebody who's going to stay with you even after that one reason? Because ladies get married for a lot of other reasons. Guys, we get married for one reason. We get married to have kids. That's the reason, that's the main reason why we should get married, is because we love this individual and we want to have children with them. There are other things involved in that you need to acquire. You don't need to walk into a marriage with a ton of wealth. If you walk into a marriage with a ton of wealth and she refuses a prenup, okay, guys, you're in the wrong relationship. I will say that because she will be the one to clean your clock when everything else goes wrong. Okay, the hot crazy matrix would be a great example of this. Okay, because there's little parts of craziness that you have to put up with. Okay, they're right. There's no such thing as a unicorn. Okay, if you do, bright and shiny things usually capture her. But if bright and shiny things capture her, then wrong one. She's actually a 7 or a 10 crazy. Okay, I don't care how good looking she is. There is no amount of punishment you can self inflict more than marrying a 7 to 10 crazy. I've seen my friends do it. Hey, so yeah, there's a lot of things there. Um, but I have friends that I bounce ideas off of that I disagree with politically. I don't give a lot of I don't hand out a lot of advice. I do kind of surround myself with an echo chamber of sorts, but it's good to break out of that. That's the reason why I've invited these friends to come in, and again, I really hope they do. If they don't, well, hey, life goes on. You know, um, I don't think that uh, I don't think Nikki got it. Let's see. Nope, that's another Discord. Sorry, I've got my cell phone up. I yeah, I've got a half dozen things going. Um, you know, which is why I'm not around as much as I used to be. I look to getting Repentant Conservative, that political channel, back up. Um, but for right now, it's down. I haven't done anything on it in a good, a hot minute. Um, but I really need to dust it off. I need to get back to my fishing channel. But being November, it's going to be difficult to find days where I'm at now to be able to get fishing done. Just things kind of happened. Ended up having to move from Missouri to Texas, from Texas to somewhere else. So that's been my move. That's been my transition. Unfortunately, we kind of had a rough spot. We lost Country Girl's mom almost 3 years ago now. Um, so losing Country Girl's mother really hurt us. It really adversely affected us in a lot of ways. Um, so it was what it was. Um, things are have gotten better between me and Country Girl. We're doing good. We're great. I say we're doing good. We're doing okay. We're great. Okay. We've had days. We have our days. Every couple has their days. I think through 24 years, I've learned that for as much as I don't want her to be just over me like a hawk, there are going to be days where she is so concerned about me, she's going to be that hawk. Okay? And I'm just going to feel like a field mouse looking up, going, okay, are you coming down to kill me or are you coming down to give me advice? And a lot of times, guys, we do this. We get really defensive about it. We get really defensive when it comes to people giving us advice. And that's kind of the thing is that how we take that advice. Because sometimes we look at our wives and we remember when we were kids and it's our mom yelling at us for getting our hand in the cookie jar. And then other times it's the wife coming up, hey babe, are you okay? The one person you should never say I'm okay to is your wife. Never say that. Not without explanation. Okay? If you're okay, explain it to her. Okay? I've had to learn this. I've had to deal with this. I've had to go that route. Um, you know, women get tired of hearing that. Our partners get tired of hearing that. So if you're in a long-term committed relationship, don't just look at your partner and say you're okay, especially when you're not. Okay? If I'm okay, yeah, everything's great. Truck didn't break down on me when I came home. A simple explanation like that. Hey, I had a good day at work. Okay? Yeah, I'm a little stressed out about this project coming up, but hey, nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Sometimes saying those words are exactly what she needs to hear. But at the same time, don't lie to her. Okay? Especially when you're having a bad day, talk to her about it. It makes things better. It doesn't always help with that particular situation, but sometimes it just lifts that weight. And sometimes that's all we really need. Yeah, I got that. I love it. So, guys, when I say, take the relationship advice and use it, make your marriage better. Sometimes, and especially at my age, when I've slowed down in certain departments, right, sometimes things just kind of stop. Explain it to them. Tell them, look, I don't think it's anything to worry about, but, hey, I am, older. I'm 51 years old, so yeah, I know a thing or two about slowing down, especially after, three major heart attacks, five total. Yeah. Yeah, I know sucking on the vape doesn't help. But hey, I did quit smoking. I just switched to vaping. But I find it easier to breathe now because I'm vaping and I'm not constantly smoking. I'm out there relaxing. You know, I don't get out a whole lot other than to, you know, go fishing or do something else. Um, I do work a little bit here and there. Haven't been able to find a solid job lately, but I'm hoping I'm hoping the economy turns around. But we'll see. It'll be what it be. we we kind of chilled out and taken a couple of breaks. We went up to Missouri last summer. Actually, we went up to Bennett Springs State Park in Missouri. Went fishing for trout. Just something we used to do with the kids, and enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Excuse me, I'm on snap that hat because it's tight. It's all get out. Somebody's been wearing my hat. It's one of my kids with the smaller head. My bad joke of the day. My little head had a little head, and the little head of my little head likes to wear my hats. And I've got a big freaking head. That'll probably get me banned from YouTube right there. But yeah, at least I'm not having a headache now. And the other things kind of going on right now. Obviously, we have Donald J. Trump as the president elect again. First one since, oh God, it was an H name. Wasn't Harrison, wasn't Hoover. What was it? Let me see something real quick. Actually, let me come over here. Do it over here. Sorry, I'm going to be looking to my right. And I hate this mirrored reflection. Let's see. Grover Cleveland, that's who it was. So we have Donald Trump and Grover Cleveland. Wonderful. So, what a lot of people would say, a clown and a muppet. Hey. So we've had, we kind of have a thing. So yeah. Um, time is it? It is 8:18 here. Yes, I'm in the Central Time Zone, so that gives you a handful of states to look up and down the list for. Um, who? What else was there? Oh, guys, when you have kids, just remember it. Um, don't be your dad. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that point blank. Don't be a just disciplinary, and don't select one just because he's in more trouble than the other. You got to remember, especially when you're dealing with a younger kid, that younger kid was probably put up to some stupid stuff by his older sibling. I know it. I'm a middle child. I know. I put my little brother up to plenty, and my older brother put me up to even more. So yeah, there's that. Um, Occasionally break down by our flowers. Sometimes just walk up, and hold her hand. I mean, little things. She works. You're home before her. Get up. Tell her, hey, welcome to it. There's a lot of things to be had for some relationship advice. Really, that's just the way that it is. And I close that tab. I did not mean to do that. Alright, let's get you over here. Because, yeah. Well, let's see what else. um, we do have you know, we do have some plans coming up in the future. Our youngest son graduates this year, so once we get him graduated, we're probably going to try to move back to Missouri. Um, Simply because I've got an idea to start something up there that I just don't have the access to here to do. I don't have that capability of starting it here. Number one is the locations up here wouldn't be suitable for what I want to do. Number one, because it is very region specific, it is very industry specific, and yeah, the industry is overcrowded, but there's still money to be made in that industry if you know what you're doing and you know how to look at it. You know how to do it. So I'm gonna be trying that. Um, I'm going to be trying to game stream on this a little bit, but every time I try to game stream, it's crashed. I don't know if it's overheating or what. I've got a cooling pad underneath the laptop. That's what I'm running on. So maybe the just not staying cool enough, which for this computer, this laptop, yeah, it's overheating is a known problem. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I'm hoping the cooling pad actually helps. Right now it's not so warm, so I don't really worry about it. I can do live streams, surprisingly. Did one last night with Tasty Echoes. Um, so yeah, it's one of those. Tasty had to bow out tonight. He had some stuff he had to take care of. Haven't heard from any of the VTW crew. Uh, like to see them come in, but don't know. Um, I just, it's one of those things where I'll pull my analytics back up. My channel, go here, go here. I'm waiting for everything to kind of catch up. Just kind of see where I stand in views and everything else. Um, but yeah, I'll probably switch over and do a political live stream tonight. Just kind of talk about my personal opinions on it. Um, yeah, last night was about as political as I'm gonna get. And the only reason why we did it here instead of over on Repentant Conservative is because I was with a veteran. I was with a fellow veteran, and he's one of the guys from BTW. This in no way is ever intended to replace VTW. I refuse to replace VTW. Nobody can do what Jared does. Um, Jared really has that kind of sectioned out. There are others, there's the entirety of the guys from Bunker Braining that do their thing, and that's Donut Operator, that's Angry Cops. The guys that have a sense of humor better than mine. Okay, they're funnier than me. I'm never going to be able to compete with those guys. Um, I miss talking to a few of the guys. C Strong, if you ever watch this, brother, man, miss talking to you. Um, Reese, miss talking with you. Wish we could get it together. Um, we need to go fishing, guys. We need to get together either in Texas or somewhere in the Midwest between the three of us and just go. Um, C Strong lives down on the Gulf Coast. Um, Reese lives in the Midwest. I live in the Midwest. So we'd probably have to pick Texoma or you know maybe Bodark up in North Texas, the new lake that opened up last year. Um, I'd love to try to fish that. Just to be honest, I'd love to go just throw lures on it all day. Um, We do have the Bassmaster Classic coming up in in Fort Worth in March. I'm going to be back in Texas for that. I may try to do a live stream on that. I don't know. Um, I do know that I'm hoping to at least have the foundation set by February 30th, or by February 30th. Good Lord. By the 26th of February, hopefully having it, and by March 30th, having it fully in operation, where I'm running it full time up in Missouri. Um, there are a lot of challenges to doing this because it's a storefront, it's a lure company, it's it's the things that need to be done and taken care of. I'm not looking to make just a whole lot of money out of it, but I'm looking to start something that my kids can build on. Um, I know how to do most of it. I've got some of the mechanics laid out for it, as far as parts and stuff to make lures with, flies, jigs, that sort of thing. If you're a fisherman, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a fisherman, you probably seen, depending upon where you live, you've probably seen a fly rod of some sort in Walmart or, another big box store. Kmart, used to carry them years ago, I know. Um, it tells you how long it's been since I've been anywhere. I don't even think Kmart's in existence. Good Lord. You know, Gibson's used to be a store that was kind of a big box store when I was growing up down in Texas. I know Gibson's hadn't been around forever and a day. I think there's one Gibson's pharmacy left, the last I knew, and that was in Box Springs, Texas, and that was years ago. I guess I don't even know. Seagoville, Texas, that's where it was. And then, of course, just around here, I am very close to the highest point in Arkansas. Not going to tell you where I live at, but I'm very close to it. I'm within 20 miles of it. I'll say it like that. I'm within 5 miles of the Arkansas River up here. So, yeah, there's not been a lot of excuses for me to not go fishing, but hadn't been able to go fishing, and unfortunately now I've had to sell the Yukon. Um, the Yukon became more of a liability to me than an advantage to me. Just mechanically, it was falling apart. Something I can't do to make those repairs, and I couldn't constantly drive it back to Dallas to have the guy that I would have work on it. I would be down there every week, and I just don't have the money to make that commute, and couldn't trust it to make a trip down there. If you want to, you want to help out or whatever, let me know. I'll get you my cash app. Give me $2. That'd help. Just honestly, I'm not going to sit here and e-bag like a lot of people. I just can't. But if you want to send me $2 to help out, great. Let me know. Um, if you get with me on Discord, I'll get you there. Um, anything else? Not really. Countrygirl, I'm thanking you for 24 great years. I know we've had our ups and downs. We've had some rough patches. We've had a rough spot. We made it. We beat the odds. I'll say it like that. And I can't thank you enough for that. I love you, girl. We'll catch you later. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna get out of here. Looks like nobody's gonna join me, so we'll we'll check down the line and